Hi, my name's Al and today I'm going to guide you through bleeding SRAM's new guide brake. The bleed procedure is fundamentally the same as that of an Elixir or an Avid trail brake, but yeah, this is the new brake here, so this is how you do it. You aren't going to need much to bleed your brakes. A lot of the stuff you've probably already got kicking around. It's a good idea to get yourself some nitrile gloves, rubber gloves, vinyl gloves to protect your skin on your hands, and also some clear glasses to protect your eyes, because the dot fluid that Avid and SRAM brakes use can be a bit nasty. Get yourself a rubber band, or even better, an old toe strap, paper towels, an atomizer with some water in it, and the main thing that you're going to need is a bleed kit. There's loads of different ones on the market. We would recommend Avid and SRAM's own Pro Bleed kit, which comes with far superior syringes, which gives a better bleed. Before we don our rubber gloves and get the syringes out, there's a bit of preparation that we need to do. Choose the brake you're going to work on and remove the wheel. You also need to remove the brake pads. It's important that these don't get any fluid on them because they'll be toast. Remove the circuit from the pad retaining bolt and remove the bolt, and then remove the pads and the pad screw. With those somewhere safe, we need to put a bleed block in between the pistons here, like so. You should get one of those with your bleed kit. There's a wee bit of prep that we need to do at the lever end as well. You need to make sure that the reach adjuster is set to a midpoint, and if you've got a bite point adjuster, you need to back this off all the way in the opposite direction of the arrow, so the bite point needs to be as far out as possible. Now it's time to get to business and put some fluid in a syringe. It's really important that you use fresh fluid. Don't use any that's been sitting around for a while. Try and use a brand new container if you can, because it does absorb water from the atmosphere and that will reduce its boiling point. So this is DOT 5.1 fluid that we're using. Don't use mineral oil because you will ruin your brakes. And what we're doing is half filling the syringe, and we're expelling this air that's trapped inside by pushing the plunger in gently until some fluid comes out the top. Once that's happened, you can close the hose clamp, pull the plunger and agitate the syringe to get as much air out of the fluid as possible. You want to do this for 20 or 30 seconds. Don't pull the plunger too hard, because you will just suck more air past the seals. When you're happy, open the clamp and once again get rid of that air until we start getting fluid coming out the end of the syringe. Lock the clamp and we're ready to go. Okay, grab your T10 Torx key and remove the bleed screw from the caliper. Put that somewhere safe. And fit your half-filled prepared syringe. At the lever end, grab your toe strap or your rubber band, whatever you have, and clamp the lever blade onto the grip, like so. Back down at the caliper end, open the hose clamp, pull the plunger up and use a non-marring object just to tap the caliper and release any bubbles that are trapped within. Don't pull too hard because you will just pull air past the seals of the syringe. Once you're happy that no bubbles are coming up, then close the hose clamp. At the lever end, remove the bleed screw. Pop it somewhere safe. Screw the empty syringe into place. Make sure that the hose clamp is open and you can release the lever blade. Right, so now it's time to push the fresh fluid through the system. Make sure you have this syringe this way up, so any air that you pulled out of the caliper is sitting at the top. You don't force it into the system. Open the clamp, hold this syringe upright and push the fluid through. You should see air and then fluid come up into the top syringe at the lever. Keep going until you push nearly all the fluid through. Obviously don't go all the way because you'll push air into the system. Lock the lever syringe and then lock the caliper syringe. We're done with the caliper now, so remove the syringe and fit the bleed screw. In order to clean it, all you need is some water and some paper towel. At the lever end, open the clamp, pull up the plunger and give the lever a flick to encourage any bubbles that remain in the lever out the lever. Again, don't pull too hard on the plunger. When the bubbles stop and you're happy, push down on the plunger and close the hose clamp. Then you're ready to remove the syringe and fit your bleed screw. You will lose some fluid because you've just essentially pressurised the lever. Same as the caliper. Give it a good douse with water and a wipe down, and you're done at that end. Okay, we're nearly done now. Just remove the bleed block, refit your pads. Put the pad pin and pad clip. Helps if your fingers aren't all sweaty from wearing gloves. And get your pad spacer, which you should get in your bleed kit, and push it in between the pads, and that will give you the correct spacing so you shouldn't get any rubbing. Then all that remains is to refit your wheel. Give the lever a couple of pulls just to check the right bite point and make sure there's no leaks in the system, and we're all ready to go out and hit the trails. Thanks for watching, see you next time, cheers!